another race.
Hello, everyone.
All right. So both runners can start on the start button, the very start. So it's one click away. I'm gonna do a countdown.
Yep, I'll put it in chat again for anybody that wants to do it that way. And I guess we'll just start. 3, 2, 1, go. And while we wait for the stream delay to catch up, we can talk a little bit about the last run. It was really good on both sides. There were a lot of deaths on both sides, but like that's just kind of how racing goes. You've got high stress situation. As long as you make it through, it's success in my opinion.
Yeah.
Really agree.
Mm-hmm.
What I'm looking forward to seeing is how some of the runners evolve over the course of the tournament. So whoever wins this match, how they will play in the next match, and the same for any of the other matches as we see the tournament going forward. Be nice to see how that develops as well, because there's some interesting storylines. There's a bunch of interesting matchups as well.
Yeah. And I'm curious too about like how safety strats will change in this round. Like neither runner took the lever in jungle last run.
Yeah, Ruin's ladder is definitely seeming like a really nice thing to take now.
Yeah.
I imagine Zui for sure will be taking it, because Zui had the death there, whereas Happy did not, if I'm not mistaken. So definitely expect to see some adaptation there. And we see Happy starting off.
Yeah, and I'll try to look into what's causing such a long delay before next races, but for right now we'll just have to accept the like 1.5, 2-minute delay.
That's fair, yeah. It's really, for us, it's really not an issue because we get to see it as fresh as we can. The runners are ahead of us, so they can appear prescient. I did notice Zui popping into chat once in a while to update us of his deaths and his frustrations. So we might see some more spoilers from our runners, but that's actually adds to the fun of it, because I was like, "What, Zui? What happened?" So let's see. Good fast door. I'm happy there. I can imagine just getting that first fast door can be a confidence boost, because it's very easy to mess up that first fast door.
Just run straight through it instead of clipping on.
Yep. I do notice Happy goes for the heavy fast door, which is definitely a lot more consistent than walking through. It is a bit slower, but it is a bit more consistent than walking.
I'm not seeing zuivel's splits under...
I do not see Zui's time, yeah.
Showing, wonder why. Give me a second.
Check whether it's coming through on my side. So it does look like it is showing on the stream. So it's just just our side that it is not being displayed, but no issue with the actual like stream coming in. There we go.
Oh,
now we can see it.
Okay.
It's,
there we go.
Yep, there we go.
Is it a head? Oh.
Wait, why is it at 3 minutes at DFS? What is... Oh. I'm a bit confused as to what this time is showing.
It's actually... the stream for the timer is in real time. Like it is what is currently happening, and the video stream is behind. Yeah, so the video stream just caught up.
There we go.
Oh, there we go.
Now Zui... Wait. Why is the timer stopping in those situations? But anyway, Zui had approximately a 3:29 exit of Arena 1. And Happy had looks what's closer to be a 4 I'm just conjecturing based on the fact that they left Steadhone at 4:09. I'm guessing they left Arena 1 at 3:50-ish. So I imagine Zui is on like a 20-second ahead thing right now, but very approximate. Don't really know. We will compare when we get to Guardian.
Good. I think at the, it looks like at the refresh, I was able to refresh streams.
Yeah, so this is pretty close to real time, I think.
Yeah, I think now we look. I think we did some jumps through the space-time continuum there, and managed to get here now. I think we are seeing Zui is doing some funny dances there. Zui's character is jumping back and forth a bit. So yeah, we see Happy in Arena 2 with 3 health. Let's see how that goes. Ooh, missing roll slash on the grunt. Just baiting the roller into falling. That is a safe strat. Misses the 2-mage combo, but misses the first of the 2 mages. It's probably the better mage to miss because they will teleport instantly. Oh, but the cleanup also not working out perfectly. Zui, we can see on the right side, having the perfect time of that particular wave. And they're both very synced up now, so we can see their performance in the waves as they happen simultaneously. And now both are going to head into Guardian. It looks about 20-25 seconds apart. Zui with the slight lead there. I am definitely going to go. I know there is a spreadsheet where someone a long time ago took count of every single dialogue and how many text boxes each of them have, and that's how we have this information that simplified Chinese is 9 more text boxes or 9 less text boxes to an 90% run. But now, because I'm seeing Happy run in Japanese, I want to see what made them base this decision. They're down to 1 health. Take the Guardian death. That's unfortunate. Zui is going to pull ahead a bit here with a very good Guardian time. So we're going to see Happy having to play from behind here a bit.
Good news is that the Guardian death is not that long of a run back because we open up that door there. So you just kind of get right back into the fight. Not like the run back in Ruins or anything where you're losing multiple minutes to a death.
I was trying to keep track of the runners' exit times from various sections and paste them in chat, and I'm glad I did because now I can tell you that Zui was 2 seconds ahead of their previous case. Stats are good. So keeping up some consistency between the 2 runs at least starting out, whereas Happy had a bit of a harder time getting through Guardian this time compared to their first time, obviously. But getting through as well.
Yeah, I wonder if Happy's gonna play do some more riskier strats since he's down one match.
Yeah, that is one of the things that you have to like balance in your mind when you're doing these kind of races, is if you know you're behind and you need to catch up, there are some riskier strats you could try, but also they are risky strats that you're doing in a race and they can just lead to more aggressive time loss.
So Pudding, as tournament organizer, can you clear it up? Is it a conflict of interest for me to predict in this poll?
You can go ahead. It's they just points just for fun. Are you gonna pick the one you want to race against? Is that?
Yeah, I don't actually know because I feel like both of these runners are going to give a tough fight regardless. Because the other thing is they both will have this experience behind them, and that's the thing I was mentioning earlier, is that Some of the runners have gotten a buy into the second round, which can be a comfy thing because you don't have to play a run, and you get into the next round. But getting into the next round doesn't mean anything if you don't get into the round after that, and you are facing up against an opponent who comes in with a little bit more experience of what it feels like to be in this situation. So there are pros and cons. We will see how the tournament unfolds, but it's one of the things that makes it exciting.
Yeah, there really is a big difference between like grinding out offline runs and like racing against another runner. So any sort of experience they get with that will make a big difference.
Happy not save quitting here.
Yep.
Yeah.
So I imagine they're going to do pothead skip soul again and use the heal from that this time, which makes sense. Zui was on. I'm not sure if Zui save quit, but I think they were on. He was on full health throughout the run, but I could be mistaken there. Taking the door before pothead skip, which I think in the run, taking the door is going to be a strat you should employ regardless, because you don't get any resets in a state. If you fall into that hedge where Zui is right now, you're soft locked. You have to save quit. Rather save quit to the door than have to walk all the way back from crits.
Let's pray for the runners that these walls actually break. It looks like zuiivel did, so that's good. That's the first 2 walls.
Yeah, there is a glitch that you could run into where the explosion just doesn't break the wall there. And the only option you have, since you don't have bomb yet, is to save quit and go back from the door at pothead.
So he gets 2 hits on the right side immediately. The mages are being slippery. I did notice that even the first mage in this first arena, before you even get to this one, Zui had to kill them the last enemy, whereas usually you only kill them first. So right side mean. I think we can all relate to that.
Yeah.
Gets through, lights the brazier, and it's gonna make his way to the right side, to the left side now. Now we will see confirmation of whether Happy is going for pothead skip soul.
He did already. They did already get the soul.
They did. Got it. I missed that. I do see the soul is missing there. Almost rolled into the hedge while doing pothead skip. I might add, I was really scared for a second that they were gonna soft lock. Ooh, instant snipe from the archer. That is rude. The archer was charging up the whole time, I think, while Happy was walking up there. And as soon as they got within sight,
ooh, mages spawning in the same spot, which almost worked out, but ended up going opposite directions after getting hit.
That piece of RNG is unfortunate in that situation, because if they had lined up and continued to spin together, it made Happy's job a lot easier. Zui makes his way out of left side, not taking any more hits, which is what you really want, basically.
Yeah, you really don't want to be leaving left side with 1 health, because like we were saying, you can get sniped by a mage while you're waiting for the door to open and have to run all the way back through here.
Zui will comparatively lose time to Happy because of picking up this archer soul, the Kronk, and everything here takes time. Happy having to light the brazier twice, having to go back to get it.
I'm not seeing a mage here to
yeah, where's the mage?
It might have gotten hit by the arrow.
Maybe Happy killed the mage already on the way over.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what.
Happened to run up to grab the mushroom, but doesn't have to run too far back to get that torch lit. So not that bad overall, as zuiivel opens the door to the manor.
Zui actually making up time in that estate compared to last one again, which makes sense. It went fairly clean in the left side. The right side was a bit mean, but if I'm not mistaken, left side was pretty mean to Zui last time. Happy on 1 health. What Muzeus was saying is in force now, so we all need to be keeping our fingers crossed.
Yeah, there's a couple ways that you can like bait out the attacks, and we'll see whether Happy does that, but it really is a scary place to be. running through here on 1 health.
No wall glitches again. Everyone made it through the whole way. I can imagine that in the course of this tournament we will see that happen at least once to one of the runners. It's just going to be a very unlucky runner to whoever that happens to. So we'll be on the lookout for that. Zui taking 2 teleports to kill that mage. Ideally you want to kill that mage before it teleports even once, but it is a hard one, and the mage is slippery as always. Happy getting the strength 1 and 2 upgrades. Has enough soul.
Yeah, I wonder if we'll see any runners get to Darwin with less than 1,000 souls.
Yep, I can completely see that happening as well.
At that point, I think you just play through Manor with 1 strength, or at least through the first crow, and then maybe run back for the second strength. I'm not really sure how to balance that.
I would imagine that strength 0 crow 1, because at least crow 1 is very straightforward. It's just the mage, the green pot, and the 1 licky tongue. So not too bad. You can get through those with strength 0 with a fairly scripted fight in all those situations.
Yeah,
but
that does mean recognizing before you get to Manor that you only have 1,000 souls, or you have you're less than 1,000. Which I could definitely see people getting to Darwin, like, why is my second strength not coming through?
Not coming up. I'm pressing A. Why does it keep telling me I can't buy? I want to buy. Zui got through Licky Tongue number 1 quite well. I did see that. I've been noticing Zui gets a bunch of those situations where the Licky Tongue iframes the parry. That didn't happen. It did happen last time once, but it didn't happen this time, so that's goodness.
Happy getting that first try fire light after last runs.
Oh goodness, that is going to be a big time save. That's a big time save. Happy was already on PB pace for a majority of their run. They did mention that. We didn't get to hear them much because in between the matches, but we did hear from them briefly before we started this run that they were on PB pace for a large part of this run, so we can definitely see PBs happening here as well. Clean Crow 1, Zui heading to Spooky Split. Keep our voices hushed and let's see how this goes. Gets all 4 arrows. I think he will get the quick kill, yes, before the second cycle.
Good positioning on that as well to keep the big pot spinning along the line. If you get it lined up perfectly, you can get them to just kind of sit at the stairs and wait for them to stop spinning, or you could DPS straight through it all. But it is a pretty small window that you have to be right on top of the white line to be able to do it.
We do see Zui doing the same strat again of lighting the easier diagonal, not going for the first diagonal, not going for something super fancy. And that's smart, I think, because that first diagonal can be a hard one to hit. Having to clear out Imploft on this side. Yeah, had to clear it out because the first arrow didn't hit, and the grunts, it hit the grunts, which aggroed them.
Happy shooting 4 arrows on the second wave, which is usually if you miss the first one, you do not want to shoot any more arrows, because now they have 2 arrows for these pots, but they have to kill some imps to be able to light any of the braziers.
On 3 health, so should be good. Let's see how this goes. It's never comfortable in this place, missing the first diagonal. This is why I think Zui is going for the easier diagonal. It takes 2 arrows to get through, but it avoids missing this. Happy gets it 3rd try.
Very nice along the way.
Oh, the imp block again. We did see that imp block last time as well. It happened again.
Getting the same grunt block that Zui got as well.
They're very similar imp blocks. Zui did take 1 hit in the Imploft, so had to heal. Happy not having to heal. Probably will not be healing, I imagine, on the way to Crow 4. Did I say 4? I meant 3. Yeah, Zui in Crow 3 fight right now. Gets the heavy on the ground to stagger it right as it was about to snipe him. And clean kill.
Nice.
Good clean fight. Yeah, Happy did not take the heal.
Something interesting about that chandelier soul that Happy just got. We were timing a couple of the souls to see like which ones we should grab, and that chandelier soul adds literally like half a second or under a second to your time to just kind of swipe it and grab as you run. It feels like it should be a lot longer, but I guess it's like close enough to your path that you take anyway that you might as well just grab it.
I can imagine that, because having done like hotpot and other runs and like soulless runs basically, where you just avoid that, it's barely much of a difference, because the only thing you avoid is rolling on that wooden plank for that half a second. Because when you land down there, you end up actually spending as much time, depending, regardless of whichever roll you take as much time to go up the stairs, is what I noticed. So I think it's just that additional plank and swing time that you have. Makes sense. It feels so cool to do that, because you can roll, swipe, roll, and it feels good. Happy took one hit in this arena. Got through. Zui in the spooky roll room manages to get the roll and stuff cleanly, because this is one of those rooms where you can lose time just falling off. You can lose a bunch of time, 10 to 15 seconds easily.
Yeah, and that's per miss. So if you make the first, or if you miss the first one and then you're like stressed about the second roll, like you could just, a lot of these tricks you could just chain lose time for a lot of it. Like we saw with the Betty fight, like once you take your first death, everything just kind of gets scarier.
He goes for the backup on the pot again, as Zui is cleaning up the mages. Gets the mages without letting them teleport a second time at least, which is good. And Happy is moving into the spooky roll room. First try. Not going for the key? Oh no, what is happening? Is this the path? Is this a path? I've never considered it, but it could be a path. I wonder.
I don't know. I'm kind of curious with the... I do not think that the second ladder is correct. I think that it's faster to run back around, but I'm curious about just like going up and over the first ladder.
It is an interesting one for sure. Definitely different from what we've seen, but managed to make it through cleanly. And clearly they have practiced that strat, because they went for it very, very immediately. Like there was no hesitation with that, and I believe that's what they did last time as well. Lined up mages. Let's see if it works out. Nice. Alternating hits. Good alternates. Using the time that the mages are spinning to the fullest to get the kill.
Vareem saying that the ladder strat is slightly slower to do it that way.
Oh, you used to do it? Nice. Ava one time, Atul Jams in chat. This is good stuff. So we're going for hitting both the mages immediately. I imagine that you would want to use the mages as mana regen tools, but we'll have to use the charge to kill the last one. Oh, lets the last pot loose. Kills her without damage. That's in itself an achievement.
Yeah, max range light attack can kill explosions safely, but it is the very tip of the range. You don't really have any wiggle room on that.
He was sliding away from the green projectile, trying to get away from it desperately. But on the last wave, without having taken any hits, so even if they damaged, even if he damages tanks his way through this, should be okay to get through. Nice roll to avoid and clean kill. We do see Happy in the same, a few waves behind.
We'll have enough arrows for these purple pots. The first one slips by, he's gonna have to chase that one down. Or wait for it to come back eventually. You really want to get those purple pots as they're spawning in, because they'll just kind of keep running, and the camera is fixed during this fight, so it's not like you could go try to find it if it goes off screen.
And auto aim seems to work progressively worse as they're running away from you. It's I think any enemy that has a lead and you're not like in line with them going forward or backward, if they're running sideways perpendicular to you, auto aim will be your worst enemy to hit those. So it gets really hard with those pots. Should be able to clean this up because has 2 HP just with the Licky Tongue left. Playing it safe, getting the rolls out. I'm just going to deflect this to kill, and there you go. What is interesting is I think both runners are going to get their fireball faster than their last runs, so there has been some improvement. Both of them are giving it their all to get this. Zui trying to wrap up this this match in this game. Happy trying to claw their way back into it.
Spider Lair going pretty smoothly for zuiivel. There's that ladder soul all the way at the top. I'm kind of curious what the time loss is for taking ladder soul in estate versus ladder soul in Spider Lair. Because that is like a 14-second. The lever one with the archers after the pothead cutscene.
Oh, that one. Oh, got it. Got it.
Because I think that the ladder soul in Spider Lair costs like 14 seconds or something. So I'm curious how much time it is to if we swap those.
But you need the archer soul. Oh, you're saying to get that and pothead skip soul?
Yeah.
And have like 100 extra early. Yeah, that makes sense. That could be reasonable. Yeah. There is another strat which I've noticed Marcus doing recently, which is if he has extra soul coming into the split, he completely skips Spider Lair and depends on having enough soul to just go through ruins and get the, you know how we were talking earlier that there are 3 souls after Ava 2? He replaces the 2 Spider Lair souls by just getting those 2 extra soul. It saves time, but it only works if you have enough soul to skip all the spiders in Spider Lair. So that's a rare situation to be in. But an interesting one anyway.
Yeah, I'm curious what the time loss is on that as well, because like if you get to skip both of the Spider Lair souls, then it might be worth it. But each of the individual souls after Bomb Soul or Bomb Spell does take a little bit longer.
Yes, exactly. I think it's only worth it if you skip both. If you skip the entirety of Spider Lair, because you don't go down right, like you don't go down left, you don't do the save quit, all those things which add up in Spider Lair. You don't have to do. So I think it adds up if you completely skip Spider Lair. To saving, I think it saves actually a decent like 5 to 7 seconds if I'm not mistaken. But anyway, let's not conjecture on reroutes because that'll be a discussion for Discord. I'm sure we'll have. Zui making his way through Flame Plant corridor very cleanly with full health. Honestly, already a better start than last time. Doing mom skip again. It seems to be a very conscious decision because I'm pretty sure I've seen Zui go for bomb wall skip in runs. So this is a clear adaptation for the race situation.
Skipping the lever again, unless I missed it.
Yeah, interesting. I wonder if he realized. I think he's feeling confident with his 4 HP this time.
Happy struggling to break this wall. It's a smaller hitbox on those bombs than you think. Kind of have to get it right up close to the wall for it to break it properly.
Mean grunt.
zuiivel also has siege, right? So I guess maybe that's why he didn't grab the lever.
That's true. Zui does go for the safety seed here at the start of ruins. He did go for it again this time as well. So Maybe he's feeling confident. As long as he doesn't go into Bomb Plant Arena with low health again, because there is the pot right before Bomb Plant Arena. Definitely a good one to remember for these situations. Happy also getting through Flame Plant corridor at least without any extra hits. Yeah, it's interesting that this part of the map has, I think, the most potential for safety strats. By that I mean Ruins, Dungeon, and Flooded Fortress. I think all of them have a lot of potential for having very divergent safety strats and mentalities between people. Because within Dungeon, there's so many levers that you could technically cronk to have a shorter walk back to Crow 3 and 4 and stuff, but it is a big time loss to do that. Like, it can be upwards of 10 to 12 seconds. It's one of those very interesting things which we may see differ across.
You really have to balance like saving 10 seconds here and not dying, or eating like a 90-second time loss if you do die in Water Arena.
Happy is on 2 health already in Staircase Arena, so I'm interested to see if they'll take the heal before Bomb Plant. Zui managed to navigate it all fairly safely and is on 3 health, heading back to Forest Mom. And we will be hearing the Jazz cutscene there soon. But yeah, I'm definitely interested to see Happy strats going into Bomb Plant, because Bomb Plant is one of those that you can be very safe with 2 HP and be perfectly fine. But it's also one of those where you can be at 3 HP or 4 even and completely just get womboed to death. Let's see. Going up the penultimate ladder, not taking the pot. Here we go. This is a very similar situation to what Zui was in the last run, and Zui did take the death here. Do you see?
Ooh.
Oh.
Mage still alive.
A very collective intake of breath. Happy is really baiting all the bomb plants, and the mage is like spawning right next to the bomb plants. It is just, oh my god, and again.
Oh, okay.
What is happening? This mage is just trolling Happy. Happy needs to be very careful. This last wave is one where you can get hit super easily.
Oh,
no!
Oh man.
The ladder is open, so Happy won't have to do the arena again, but does take the death there. Really unfortunate. Have to walk all the way back. Did not cronk any levers. Yes, yeah, so we don't see the ladder there. So kind of a flip side of what we saw before. Zui taking the death in the last run, Happy taking the death here. And as Zui enters Ruins and grabs the door.
Watching these runs has me terrified. I think I'm just gonna grab that lever every time at this point.
No kidding. I honestly did not think I would, but after this I am going to as well. And of course Zui, because of the fact that he did not die in Ruins this time, is entering dungeon much further ahead of his last run. If I'm not mistaken, Zui's splits actually are colored according to regular light split colors. The green will mean ahead and red will mean behind. Happy, I believe, just has a blind timer, so we will not know if Happy is on PB pace until afterwards. Although we do know Happy's PB time, of course. Let's find out. Zui having to deal with having had fire equipped, so had to do the slow loadout. Not loadout time. The build-up time for the fireball was longer, and had to wait for that. Charge-up time. That's the word.
God, this run back really is.
It's so long
in the game.
I feel like we've been doing so much stuff here, and Happy is just making their way back into the arena where they were.
It's a good thing that the death there happened like as it was. Basically, I'm glad that the arena kept its state, because things don't always keep state during deaths.
Yeah, silver linings. I think with these arenas, they are like coincident with the ladder, effectively. So as soon as you see the ladder coming down or the exit being open, you know you're good. So luckily for Happy, they just had to walk back all the way around to get a forest horn 10 meters down to the forest mummy. Very unfortunate to fall at that last hurdle and lose all that time. But probably good learning for the next race.
Well, wrapping up. Is that second soul?
Yeah. Spiders were actually very bunched up for Zui there, which was nice. It did take a couple of tries still, but very nice to see, to get through all of this hitless, because it gives you confidence going into Crow 3 and 4, knowing that you've done a good job starting off dungeon. Yeah, Zui is definitely zooming, trying to get a good time. Who knows, maybe they have a PB in their, he has a PB in his sights as well.
I'm curious if anybody will do the water arena trying to heavy the hammer bros from the side. If you do a heavy attack from their hammer side, you can do 2 damage to the enemy and break the shield at the same time, which will like guarantee your short combo.
Makes sense.
It does mean that you have to be like right next to the enemy though, which is pretty tight timing when they're spawning in. Here we have Happy entering first Crow arena. Gets 2, gets 3. Perfect spiders.
Nice. That feels good.
Zuiivel is able to clean up the mages on the first respawn.
Has Zui been on 4 health the whole time? I missed if he took a heal in the middle, but has he just been hitless through this dungeon so far?
I do not remember. I think that it was hitless so far.
I think he might have taken one before.
Oh. Swag guy. that doesn't count as a hit, right? That's just eating yourself for the memes. But did take another hit. Fairly clean though, that's as clean as you can want it in a way. Going for the corner clip, see it. Oh,
Happy hit by another spider.
Just the last wave to go, so as long as spiders cautious. Oh, triple kill, double kill. Double kill and then triple kill. You'll have to see that happen with spiders, because they can be super jumpy. We are heading into Crow 3 and Ava 2 respectively. Oh, I think Zui... I think that means that he did take the heal between 3 and 4, because I believe he had the 2 seeds before as well. So not whatever. That it's still a very good dungeon. I think both runners have had a fairly uncomplicated dungeon. Being at 1 health in Crow 3 for Happy, yes, but we did it well.
3 heal at the end.
Green, Hammer Bros plus Spider Wave. Clearing out these spiders also very nicely.
Yeah, that was a really fast third Crow.
First wave going well here as we get the slimes cleared out. This is a tough wave because you have to be wary of the archer. Doing a good job avoiding getting the 2 hits off, not going for 3 hits. Just playing it safe. Fighters, will they behave? Wow, nice combo kill is... oh god, never mind. Never mind. Okay, gets the green mage insta-kill. But did leave one of the mages alive in the first wave, so had to let one of them escape.
And here's Happy entering the water arena. Clear come out first cycle. Oh, I think first cycle. No, the second mage did get the respawn. Shoots 1 fireball early.
We haven't seen any like Hammer Bros fall in the water yet, have we?
No.
I would love to see that.
Nice. Good job by Happy.
Will he take the intentional? No, yeah, I think that doesn't actually save time at this point. You fall off twice. But I wonder if you'll see that Death Warp. I imagine someone or the other will end up at the end of Hammer Bros Arena at 1 HP.
So can you just grab the crow and immediately roll into the water?
Yeah, as soon as you press interact, roll in the water, it'll be really spooky for a second because, you know, there's a delay before the crow animation starts, so you'll feel like you died for nothing. But bear through it, and you'll get a 5-second gold on your next split of Enter Eva 2.
How does that work with a Comsob?
It's an interesting point. I don't know if anyone's done it in a run which works, which has been super fast. But definitely, actually, you're right. Eva 1, Enter Eva 2 Comsob is free basically as soon as you do that. You're right. I imagine the current Comsob does not do that. I'm guessing Vor and TFT are busy booting up their machines now to get to Pro 4 and take those 3 hits. But yeah, we have Eva 2 going on for Happy. Hitless so far. Let's see how the spiders will... Oh, they're
not quite behaving.
Not, yeah. Okay.
They did wrap up at the end there pretty nice, but...
Okay, Happy also going for the green mage deflect. Does not get the full kill, but is damaged enough that probably will be able to kill it. Okay, one last mage. Very similar ending waves for both runners, with one blue mage escaping for an extra teleport.
Well, zuiivel hasn't died yet, right? I think he's deathless so far.
Yes, I believe so.
See how far that continues into the run. It is a very scary run.
Please don't jinx it. Don't jinx it.
Oh, apparently TFT and Vor have gotten it, but have deleted it as a fake pull. So we're trying to not game the Comsob, is that what we're saying? We're not trying to game the system.
Pretty clean imp cleanup. from zuiivel. Shoots them all from across the room.
I think he missed the first charge splash on the halberd. Oh no, he did, I guess, get it because
Got the heavy, but it wasn't a full charge.
Yep, got it. Because I've definitely swung and missed there by releasing it before the halberd has fully spawned in. So Happy collecting enough souls. Still going to be short of 1 soul, so let's see if they hit the sign before Barb. Because last time, if I remember, they did not manage to get the minor Barb bomb wall skip. And Azui is heading to lighting the brazier and Crow 2. Neither of them went for bomb strats last time. Let's see how it plays out this time.
zuiivel saying in chat they are a minute 34 ahead of PB right now.
Yikes.
Since you have time to type while play the game, man.
That's amazing. I'm guessing during the brazier cutscene.
Yeah, probably.
No bomb strats. Gonna wait for the last mage. Gets it. Gotta watch out for the grunts here because he's back to them for a second. Very cleanly.
Clean arena so far.
Knife. That hardly matters, honestly. You can, at this point, damage tank your way through this arena and be good to go. So Zui not just having a race on his mind, but having a PB pace on his mind. I know he's been chasing this PB also for a long time in preparation for this race. So it's definitely something that can motivate you or can make you mess up and make mistakes. So we will see how it goes for Zui. But we are rooting for him to get a PB. A race PB is a rarity and we are here for it. Happy for a second almost doing the hookshot pillar puzzles, but it's not quite time for that yet.
We need to get confused.
But continuing
Notice that they keep running across and shooting back at the first one. It's actually faster, I believe, to swipe the first switch as you're running past it, because you do have to wait for the second switch to come all the way up before you can shoot it. So you do have to deal with the extra stress of the laser chasing you around the room, but it does save you like maybe a second during that puzzle.
I don't know if you saw, Happy did a very interesting thing with the first wave there of focusing on the hammer bro, and the final hit that landed on the hammer bro was actually by the green mage. Green mage's poison projectiles. So I'm guessing it doesn't save time because the green mage escapes and comes back later. You may lose time in the teleport, but it looked very cool that Happy managed to get the enemies to kill themselves.
Yeah.
Sowing some discord in their ranks. So we're cleaning up Crow 3 as Happy heads to Crow 2. I noticed neither runner tries to reach the ladder after lighting this brazier, but you can reach the ladder and actually climb. Your climb is allowed during a cutscene, which is one of the interesting things, that you can actually move during a cutscene. I think it's the only time when you can move even when you don't have control.
Oh, really?
Because you can literally...
You can reach there and no major glitch? You can actually make it in time? Oh, okay.
Yeah, you can, I think if you position yourself pretty much bang in the center of the lower wall, you can light the brazier and reach the ladder. Nice clean second wave there for Happy. Very good arena so far. I do notice Yeah, I noticed Happy goes to Golden Hammer Bro. Oh no. Oh, close. I have noticed Happy does not do the bomb strats on the Golden Hammer Bro, where you shoot 2 bombs at the Golden Hammer Bro to do 6 damage to the Hammer Bro as well as break its shield. So it serves a dual purpose. And it makes the fight super comfy because you only have to land 5 hits on the Golden Hammer Bro after that, as opposed to the 7, I believe, that you need otherwise. If you just break its shield normally. Happy informing us that he did not know that. So now we will probably see an adaptation. So Happy heading to Crow 3, Zui heading to Ava. So there seems to be a 2 split difference, at least on screen. But obviously that has no indication of what the real time difference is. One thing I did miss, if Zui picked up a seed on the way to this Crow 3, we will have to see Zui's seed count whenever he next save quits out.
Having to wait for this long switch. If you don't have enough mana there, you have to run back to hit that last switch, and because the pillars fall, you just kind of have to wait there. And if you try to beat them back, you will just fall into the void. So just kind of have to wait it out.
Mana preparation for those puzzles is so, like, it's just one of those things which seems small but can actually lose you or save you a bunch of time. Just making sure you've planned ahead for which switches you'll be hitting for mana, which switches you'll be arrowing. It's one of those small intricacies in this game, and the runners are constantly picking up while doing this race. So props to them. It's definitely a mental effort to get through this game in an offline run, but in a race, it's a whole other level. Zui going hitless through to wave 3. Very fast kill of the halberd as well, I noticed. And onto the butt cheek strat. Hug the butt cheek.
Yeah, the first boomerang was a really fast kill, but the second boomerang and the 2 mages kind of danced around because of it. Happy making it through the arena on 1 HP, heading into Crow 4.
I'm scared heading out of that. I'm scared heading out of that arena because the lasers have killed me there on 1 HP, because I've just been like nervous and accidentally rolled into them. So yeah, it's even that situation where you think you're done with that crow and it's only a simple key puzzle. There's still danger lurking, so always lurking in this game. Yeah, Zui is heading to a split, which is just movement. Still kind of action-packed because you have to do a bunch of skips, but it's going to be no combat for a little while on Zui's screen. Happy does manage to kill the last mage without letting it teleport. For a second I was worried I would teleport an additional time, but gets it through. And is now cleared for takeoff into Crow and into Ava 3. Brilliant band of white across the screen there for a second. Really nice. I think Zui got the early control, which is nice. Yeah, now this is the scary section of the elevator split for Zui. But let's focus on Ava 3 on Happy side for a second here. Oh, the flame mage getting away, but spawning really nicely just in inside of Happy's slash. Not killing the grunts immediately can have adverse consequences, as you can see.
Yeah,
that's why that first wave,
comboed.
the first wave is very key, I guess, to time perfectly almost.
I don't know if you saw that, but zuiivel like shook his camera out of frustration for missing the roll on the hook shot.
Oh, I missed that. He missed the gate skip once, I'm guessing.
He got the key and then the roll down.
Oh no, that is one of those that feels bad. Especially again, as we know that Zui is on PB pace. He will be having not just the race but also his pace on his mind. Misses the first fire, misses the second fire. Will have to now, while lighting the fourth brazier, he will not have mana, so he will have to get it. But that's a small time loss. Happy meanwhile making the way safely. The Smo was not an issue. Smo for neither of these runners seems to be giving issues, but there are some runners, namely me, for whom Smo seems to spin around a lot more. And that's one of those minor differences that we may see between runners as well.
Do you see the cause of that is a frame rate thing?
Seems to be everyone seems to be it could be frame rate or VSync, one of those two. But yeah, I haven't fully root caused it myself. It's okay. I think I have I think rolling around Smo does not lose too much time compared to the butt cheek strat at the end of it.
Right.
But yeah, we do have both runners in the same split for a second here before Zui makes his way into the camp split.
Grabbing this orb, I don't know if it's required to grab that orb or if it's just to try to get an extra move speed in the gauntlet split, but it's a really quick orb to grab right through the door. You could pop around the corner and grab it real quick.
FPS or above. Okay, I definitely don't get 100 FPS war, but thanks for letting me know. Most of the time I don't, especially in Ava, so that's probably it. Thanks for the live troubleshooting, folks. It's good timing because both runners are just going through the movement splits. Zui kind of finishing off with camp as Happy is finishing off with upper lockstone. I do hope Happy manages to get the skips. Let's see how it goes.
They're such like simple skips in theory that are really easy to miss.
Oh, what we saw for Zui happens for Happy as well.
Let's see if they go around the long way. No, they did remember that this path takes you right to the ladder. I've fallen off of that and then just hookshotted my way back to where the key was instead of just taking the normal path that they give you.
I wonder which one is actually faster in that situation. Because I feel like the hookshots are pretty fast. Oh, you think so? Because yeah, I don't know. I feel like I remember timing that at some point and feeling that it was.
Maybe in the perfect case, the hookshot path is faster, but like if you miss one of them, then you're just kind of sitting there waiting for the hookshot to come back.
True, very true.
For that roll, I think if you just like stand where that artifact.
Oh no!
You always get that roll. I think it's like it's consistent for me.
Yeah, it is. It is fairly consistent, but I think again, race situations can prey on your mind. And cause that, like we just saw Happy fall off there instead of hookshotting, and that's a mistake you can imagine Happy would never make, but again, it just happened there and had to reset and do the whole puzzle again. So that's a slight bit of time loss again. Zui is in the laser arena, gets hit once. Let's see. He does not have the aid of the laser here because the hammer goes too far, so you have to kill it normally.
Does hookshot through the laser. You can hookshot through the laser, but I don't believe you can roll through the laser. Every time I've tried to roll through the laser, it just hits me midair.
Museus is the expert on getting hit by the lasers, so we, definitely pay close attention. Zui falls off. Small time loss does not matter too much, but it is something to be aware in this arena that you can fall off into. It's better than falling off here because then you have to make the whole way back, so at least he did not fall off there. Will he go for the pot? No, doing the same thing as last time, going around ice skating section with 2 HP and depending on the ice arena pot. And once again, shaking his screen out of frustration. You can sense there's definitely going to be a lot of energy on Zui's side, I imagine. Like I said, again on PB pace. And Zui is a temperamental runner, for sure. Definitely gets excited by paces, so can happen. Everyone gets excited by paces. And Zui is also the youngest runner in the tournament. It is very easy to forget how good of a runner he is for how young he is as well. So it's impressive to be on PB pace anytime, but to do it during a race, very well done. Imagine part of it is that Zui maybe feels a little comfortable with the match lead in his pocket. He probably feels that even if he throws this, he has one more chance to get the match win. So he's going zoomy, trying to get the PB. All right, heals and ice arena time. Let's keep our eyes peeled.
Again, ice arena being one of those fights that could just go south really quick. With how many hammer bros and projectiles and lack of friction there is.
Lack of friction, indeed. I wonder when we will see the first TFT strats in this arena, where you go up onto the left platform immediately and you try to hookshot the mages in midair. Those strats, they're very swaggy. They don't save too much time, but they do still save time. And more importantly, they look cool.
Oh, that hook shot is incredibly dangerous that zuiivel just did. If you slide off the edge and your hook shot still hits the flame plant, you just get locked into the floor and there's no way to recover. Even getting hit won't knock you out. You have to save and quit and go back through.
Good cleanup. Manages to get through. Happy has also managed to get through most of the first gauntlet hitless. Played a bit safe in the first section, I noticed, but getting through hitless, very important. Laser arena on one side and Betty on the other. This is some exciting times in this run. Depending on the laser entirely, just trying to bait the laser completely into killing the hammer, but I love that. Just standing in front of it, using it as not a human shield, but a hammer bro shield.
See how the Betty fight goes this time?
Gets locked into the pattern to start with. That's the most important thing, honestly, once you're locked in, but gets knocked out for a second.
Does make it back in for the combo. Does mean that they will not skip roll phase.
Yep, got hit out again, so roll's gonna happen right here. Good job recognizing it and being prepared. That's a very bad, scary situation to have been in for the roll being right up against the wall. First try and no chance of dying this time because he's on 2 health. No snowballs. No snowballs can hurt me, Zui says. Come at me. Good job. zuiivel
Over on the left. Happy working their way through ice skating. Seems to be going pretty smoothly. Gets the mage kill.
He's on 3 health. I imagine he will take the heal as well, unless they're going to be super brave and go for the ice arena on 3 health strat. It's definitely doable, but I see them walking towards the pot, so yeah, makes sense.
Yeah, it's one of those arenas that you just want to be at full health for, especially in a race. If you have the seed spare, might as well use it.
We did notice Happy was without seeds, completely bereft at the end of Grandma Split or Furnace Split last time.
That's true. Not sure how many they have right now.
Something to keep an eye out as the game develops.
Ice Arena seems to be going much smoother than it did last time. Takes 1 hit.
Honestly, in Ice Arena, you can get through all the waves fine and just completely die in the last wave alone. So, no counting chickens in this. And I'm sure Happy isn't. Also hookshotting across because they run out of mana. Gets the 1 hammer bro down, which is key, completely without any damage. The 2 archers being above means that they can't damage them, so that's a very safe spot to be. Nice.
Curious if they'll take the save and quit here to heal up, or whether they're confident enough in the roll slash combo.
Yeah, 2 health is one of those where it's very tough, because 3 I can imagine you do it. 2 is a bit scarier. With 3, it's again a very psychological thing maybe, where when you have 2 health, you take 1 hit, you know you have the 1 hit in the bank, but that 1 hit puts you on 1 HP, and that just messes with your psyche, I feel. Whereas that same 1 hit when you're on 3 HP means much less. So I'm guessing different runners will have different thresholds for these save and quits that we'll see through the tournament. You're very right in that Happy is very good at improvising and getting back into the roll slash.
Yeah, it's so easy to mistime those rolls, and they're just like jumping right back in without any issues.
Rolls happening though. Rolls happening. I hope Happy is able to get through back into the roll slash.
I think that's safe. Oh, there's snowballs now.
Nice.
There we go.
Gets the kill. Good kill. Good kill. And Happy has informed us that they are also on PB pace. So we have 2 pacers here. Absolutely gaming.
It's always the second run, is it? You guys find it like PB often with like the second run? I find that sometimes.
Definitely. I can. The runners do feel like they're more warmed up for sure. Zui has zoomed through Fortress, by the way, or flooded approach rather, without taking any hits. So that's the most important thing, I feel, because you can avoid the save quit at the store. In an ideal speedrun, you won't even take the store because it is out of your way, and if you're trying to PB, ideally you want to go through Flooded Fortress hitless. Race situation, I cannot think of a single runner who would not take this door though. So let's see this charge through Fortress from Zui's side. Always a very scary split. We did see Zui panic a bit in the last run and fall into the water a couple of times. Just because of being in a bad situation with a lot of enemies. And that's the sort of situation this part of the map can put you in multiple times. Basically starting from right here, so let's see.
Well, I actually have done a run where I didn't take the Flooded Fortress door, and I also forgot to take the Frog King door. It puts you in the very beginning of Flooded Fortress, so you have to remember, this is a word of learning from my mistakes. Remember to take at least one of the doors. Oh man.
That's amazing. I have seen pudding skip more doors. I think pudding skips a lot more doors than most runners that I've seen. I always see you skip every boss door pretty much. Oh, Zui having trouble with this switch again. Zui opts to hookshot this switch, which is I definitely arrow that switch personally. First try mage hookend. I also noticed Zui cleaned up the mages on spawn on the way over here. So
not gonna make the same mistake twice.
Look at, did you see that avoid of the boomer's boomerang? Just walked around the boomer, like rolled around the boomer on that central platform, which is a very narrow platform to do that on. Just gaming right now. I think Zui is feeling it maybe to some extent. And is trying to go fast. Good early combos on the boomers. You ideally do want to keep hookshotting back and forth, just like that. One boomer down, two down. Now it's just an auto-scroller need to kill everything on spawn. Nice.
Very clean fortress.
Just a hitless fortress from start to finish. It's a rarity, and bringing that out in a race is very, very well done. I'm guessing, I imagine that's probably going to be like a gold for him or something. And he's probably screaming out of joy right now. Because that was a really very, very clean split. Okay, so rocking time. Also, I don't know if I was misremembering, but I feel like Happy has switched back to English. I'll pay attention the next time.
Zuiivel didn't get the second hit. He missed him,
yeah.
He like rolled into the water.
Rolled, yeah. You can feel tempted. Yeah. Going to lose maybe sometime. That's probably why. But as long as the rest of the fight goes clean, missing the first one is surprisingly not as big a time loss as you think. Because you feel like you missed the first phase and you've lost like 20 seconds or 10-15 seconds. But you can get by with just a 5-second time loss in that, if you have a good rest of the fight. The important thing is, for Zui, probably will be to focus on killing Frog King on this cycle on the ledge.
We do have 2 Frog Kings on our screen right now.
Happy is taking the save quit, which makes sense. Gets the kill on cycle, so probably will not be too displeased about that.
That was a fast Frog King. Only got 1 panel broken on the second attack. Unless I am miscounting attacks and that was actually the third, I'm not sure.
I think the bombs went on the... I think he just shot himself. The Frog King just shot himself.
Happy trying the singular hookshot skip there.
Nice.
Decided to just move on.
Oh, Elite Archer, yeah. That's something I didn't notice anyone going for until just now. Interesting.
Yeah, you can hookshot across to that corner. It depends a lot on enemy placement, which is random. It doesn't save a ton of time. If you get a first try, it probably saves like, what, 10 seconds? But you can also just sit there spamming hookshot and not really making any progress.
Happy also in Mage Hookend gets knocked by a rude archer. Gonna wait to clean up the mages.
He's like in the way.
Bombing the mages. Oh, falling off. The boomer is getting too close. The boomer getting
heal
so
here.
Yeah, this boomer getting so close is very rude because most of the time the boomer likes to stay far away. does not come this close. So it's very unfortunate when this does happen. It's a rare situation. As you can see, the boomer will not cross into the pot's platform, but since the boomer does have a range attack, they are continuing to do that. And oh my god.
Doesn't have a problem jumping on the bridge though.
Yeah, oh my god. This is just scary. And
using the last seed there on that pot.
You have to, honestly, you can't do anything about that. You just have to. And honestly, I think at that point you just also have to take the seed in the crates at the start of furnace. Because going through furnace without a seed, normally okay, but definitely don't want to do that in a race. But able to clean up. Yeah, gets it all in the auto-scroller time without taking a hit, so we'll be able to... At least that seed was worth it because it will save the save quit. So small silver linings, we're happy.
Fun fact for that last switch that you just shot with an arrow, if you hook shot to that, there is no way to get back to the platform except for jump in the water. So if you only have 1 health left there, it's just a guaranteed death if you accidentally hook shot to that switch.
We didn't get the first hit on the Frog King. See if we get these ones.
First.
Nice.
Oh, there you go. Juggles. Zui is making his way through furnace. Fairly clean, so let's focus on the Frog King fight for a second here. You can use, instead of bombs, you can use fire on the Frog King because their hitbox is big enough that get double hits. So in the ideal situation, if you're able to get 3 or more double hits with the fire, it's as good as or better than using your bombs. But it's again a marginal difference. The majority of your damage in this fight is still your sword. We are at strength 4 here typically, so definitely want to be spamming your heavy light combo. Let's see if Happy gets the cycle. No, oh no, and falls into the water. Has a lot of health to play with, so not an issue. But we'll be going into the 3rd cycle of the Frog King's attack. Should be able to finish Frog King off in this series of attacks, I imagine. There we go.
That's Frog King down as zuiivel is running into the scary torch conveyor belt.
Fast strat 1. Fast strat 2. There you go. Getting both of them. Zui got both of them last time as well, so probably been practicing.
That is one spot that you want to be practicing in a race. It's just, it's such a big time loss if you miss one of them and then you can't afford to just drop off at the end. Have to run your way all the way back.
Which is what happened with Happy last time, if I'm misremembering, so definitely something to keep an eye out for.
Grabbing that door there. Safe move. Is at full health, but anything can happen.
Comfy.
Might as well just grab the door.
This is a pace though. It's definitely like entering Grandma at 114 is a pace, regardless of anything. So. Oh, Happy almost.
Wow. That was scary.
That was amazing. Wow.
I didn't know that it could stretch that much. Happy showing us the limits of the swag strat.
I think usually you would miss that, but I guess Happy just
hookshot behaving once during this race.
Zui having a very clean fight, but I don't think it's as much damage as last time. Nova, watch out, gonna get hit. Yep. I think in that Nova attack you just have to back off or place yourself perfectly. But I think Zui senses a quick kill is near and gets the kill. And from chat we can tell that Zui is very ahead. Let's go, Zui, if you can hear us get the PB.
Gets that cycle on there. I don't know what the timing is on that cycle to get over the pillar as it goes down. It feels like it's different every time I try it. I guess it would be tied to the music.
Music, yeah. You really have to like time yourself to the music if you want to have a consistent thing. I know some runners do that, but it's a hard one. I imagine we're going to see a Grey Crow versus Grandma situation going on here, depending on how timings work out.
Yeah, hopefully the Grey Crow fight goes smoothly.
Yeah, we have a bunch of movement sections for Happy to get through before that, and a bunch of tech smashing for Zui to get through before that. Canyon section for Happy. Always can get hit here. The archers, any of the enemies on this side right here can be trouble. Navigates it well.
My least favorite thing in that area is when you're on one of the carts and the archers shoot you back across.
Yeah, because the archers can activate the bull carts by hitting them as well. So
debating that hook shot across to the green pot decides against it.
okay. Yeah. Very interesting. I do feel like these two fights are going to line up just based on the times. Oh, missing that hook shot a couple of times, gets hit once. Will definitely probably take the heal before Grandma. Oh wait, I missed whether Happy picked up the seed at the start of Furnace. But regardless, they should be probably fine to get through to Grandma. If these skips work out.
Oh,
okay.
One mana left.
Careful, careful. There we go.
Made it through.
Yeah, this is where we will either see a heal probably or a continuation. Maybe no seeds.
Wow, I forgot just how long this Grey Crow cutscene was.
Almost there, and Happy is also almost heading into the last room.
It's like the entirety of Inner Furnace just spent in a cutscene.
Yep. Alright, Grey Crow time. Let's see if Happy takes a heal here or at the door. Oh, he has the seed. They have the seed, so they're going to take the heal here. Grey Crow on this side. Good first sequence of hookshots, but yeah, not ideal situation to be in for Zui.
Did they just get that deflect on the hookshot?
Yeah, I think Zui definitely always goes for hitting the Grey Crow on the chain. It is a high roll strat, but like there's no harm to it, right? You don't lose anything. Because as we have found out over time, the deflects kind of
one health.
So we're going super aggressive. Oh my god, it's just like stuck himself to Grey Crow. I think Zui
this is so scary.
Zui has really got the TD on this time, so he's trying to go as fast as he can. Clean kill.
Did a little twirl too, victory twirl.
Victory troll before quit out.
Happy finishing up the grandma fight. Going for the super deflect. Doesn't quite make it. Zuiivel is on quite the pace right now.
This, in ideal cases, could this sub 25?
I'm pretty sure. Let me pull up some split compare.
Because Zui's Grey Crow time was 1:19:20.
So my PB is a 123.50, and Grey Crow went down at 118.30 on my splits.
Okay. So it's doable. It is doable.
Yeah, I think that we're pretty solidly on pace for a sub 125.
All up to the Gauntlet and Lord of Tours. Gets hit in the first one, gets hit twice in the first one. Not a place you want to be. You can see that little twirl of frustration there because Zui now knows he has to play through the entirety of Gauntlet with just one hit in his pocket, basically. And there are no real save strats here. You just kind of have to back off from Lord of Tours if you want to be safe. I can't imagine Zui doing that, especially on a case. So let's see how scary this whole situation becomes.
We're looking for a 123 gauntlet split to be able to safely sub 125.
Yeah, true. First instant door. Good stuff. We are kind of sitting out the Grey Crow cutscene on the left side while we're going through this gauntlet. But basically what we're looking for Zui is to ideally have no hits before getting into the ready phase of stuff, because going into that whole section with one hit left is scary. I imagine Zui's kind of going to play the consistent strats through here. 2 fast doors out of 2. Love to see it.
This is absolutely terrifying. I'm not even playing the game. This is terrifying for both the runner. Oh man, I think I'm shaking. I'm not even playing the game.
Yeah, Zui is weaving his way in and out of the doorbells, not going for the seam strats. Not feeling super comfortable with that, just a normal casual strat. Weave your way around, just kill Betty and move on. I think this time Zui has done enough to get the skip. Ooh, does not get the instant there. Look like basically like a few pixels off from the correct position. Happy down to 1 health. Bunch of wombos. Gonna play super carefully, I imagine.
What?
Now.
Ooh.
Oh.
Crow landed right on their head.
That's unfortunate. Redo. Redo does allow you to get a bunch of hits on Grey Crow immediately, so...
I've considered like just accepting the time loss of instantly dying, but then getting a ton of free damage at the start. I don't know how much time that would lose compared to the like guaranteed damage.
Yeah, I think it's one of those that you have to really depend on Grey Crow to hit you 4 times fast enough. And like seek out the murderlings to hit you and stuff, yeah. So if you're able to do that fast enough. By the way, Zui is definitely on a 25 pace, right? Because he's starting the fight at the 4:24, and the fight itself, if I'm not mistaken, can be finished in 45 seconds.
Yeah.
So let's see how this goes. Gonna focus up on Zui for a second, while the Grey Crow fight is also going on the left side. Pretty standard attack pattern so far. Zui doing some time traveling again.
I am
very
curious
quick-
whether zuiivel is locally recording or if they're streaming only.
Gets through first cycle hitless. Did not bait out again the extra attacks. But that's okay. Will he roll through this orb? Does try, but gets hit. At this point it's worth it, I think, because he has a different goal in mind, I think, now, to get that PB. Oh, there we go. We actually see the splits turn before the fight ends. 124.43. Amazing job by Zui.
Wow.
A very big PB. If I'm not mistaken, that's over a 2-minute PB for Zui. So big congrats to Zui.
It looks like 214 PB.
That's amazing. To get that big a PB in a race, not just any PB. That's a big jump for Zui. So good stuff. We have the gauntlet starting on this side.
Happy is also on PB pace, right?
I believe so. So we could have the most blessed thing of getting 2 PBs in one race. Happy is also, if I'm not mistaken, very comfortably on PB pace because Happy died a bunch in LOD as well. If I remember their run posting post. But it was a 136 or something, right?
Happy currently looks to be about 6 minutes ahead of PB.
Yeah, from run posting it looks like it was a 136.31. So they have a lot of time to get through Gauntlet and a lot of doors. We have to pray for the good fights thereafter. Because, like I said, they did have 2 deaths to LOD. Based on pure greed. So the greed is not there this time. Play it safe, see out the run, get the juicy PB. It's impressive how much runners are improving as a course of this and as a result of this tournament.
Yeah, we have in the last week 4 PBs submitted to the boards.
Yeah, and I think a few unsubmitted still, if I'm not mistaken. TFT hasn't submitted. Oh, TFT did submit. Never mind.
There's
Thunder
actually 5 in the queue right now.
Thunder hasn't submitted, I think, because Thunder feels that they can do better. I haven't submitted because I have mine. Everyone's been PBing left and right. The good thing about Zui's PB and Happy's PB, if it happens, fingers still crossed, is it's an instant verify with us having watched every instant of it kind of glued to the screen.
Yeah.
Down to 1 HP in this situation is very scary, but I think, Happy thought that they were done, but they're not done. They need to land a few more hits. Okay.
That was a scary last landing.
Yeah, it was really scary. This section can be scary. I did notice Happy did not go for the... Oh my god!
That was real close to the edge.
That was very close to the edge. I noticed Happy does not go for this skip, so they could just go the long and safe way around to avoid any interaction with the bull. Because if you take that shortcut, the bull kind of does cut it close. To some extent smart to not do that.
Alright, so Happy is currently 2-ish minutes ahead of PB. 2.5. I was off on the previous estimate because I did not look at the one in queue.
Oh, Happy also submitted yesterday's run, I'm guessing then.
Yeah, there's a 136.31 sitting in the queue, and this is
Yeah.
roughly a 2-minute split overall, so could be looking at like a 134-ish.
Makes sense. That would be like 2-minute PBs in one team. Would be pretty cool. Yeah, good luck to Happy in this last fight. Also, I was clearly wrong. They did not switch to English.
Keeping a good eye on the backhands.
Laser snipe. Ooh, very close to the lasers there. I've noticed neither of the runners have gone for pudding strats of just let yourself get hit by the laser.
That's my favorite.
And honestly, it is the fastest. It is probably the fastest strat because you get hit by the laser on spawn instead of having to wait and roll through it. But when you're on 2 health in a race, it makes sense to not go for it. When you're on 1 health in a race, it's very scary. So definitely no laser types here. It's close to death, and there's the death. Nice. It's an almost
133.51.
2.5 minute PB right there.
GG's.
More than.
Both runners played amazingly.
That is very hype to have both runners have a massive PB.
Let's see. Oh.
Big GG's.
How are you
to
feeling,
both
runners?
I'm very hyped.
Good job.
Yeah, I don't know. I was just kind of running, and then I noticed I was gonna get pace, and just managed to continue it the whole time somehow. Usually it doesn't happen. It's kind of incredible that it happened in a race. It's really awesome. My next goal was like 125, but I got 124 instead. So, yeah.
Yo, GG's, dude. Sorry, I had to run to the bathroom.
Yeah, no, GG to you as well. That was really awesome.
Yeah, we'll take both of us getting 2-minute PBs.
Yeah, it's really cool. Yeah, GG's.
And that puts my sum of best is finally under 130, which has been like the goal for a hot second.
Hype.
Were you nervous coming up when you guys you knew you were on pace?
I was very nervous. It was it was kind of crazy. I almost died to Grey Crow as well for the whole time I was on 1. I don't know.
Yep. The Grey Crow fight was definitely scary, but good
It
job,
was
Z.
really scary. Thank you, I appreciate it.
I have an awful habit of not getting nervous till I'm at 1 health, so I maybe play a little stupider than I should. When I'm like on PB pace, I'm like, whatever. And then like I take 3 damage, and then I'm like, ah.
That's just called confidence, Happy. It's called being sure of yourself.
It's easy to be sure of yourself when your PB has 2 deaths to the last boss. It really helps the confidence.
This was amazing. I don't think any of us expected 2 PBs coming into this race, so huge congrats to both of you.
Yeah.
This is amazing.
Thank you. Thanks a lot.
I think the second round is also 10 minutes faster on both sides than the first round, unless I'm misremembering.
8 minutes and 50 seconds faster, yeah.
Yeah.
For me.
And Zui had like a 131 as well, so
it's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, congratulations, zuiivel.
Thank you.
Great run, Happy.
Thank you.
Congrats, Happy.
Do I need to submit, or is it just auto verified?
Well, I mean, I didn't record, so I wasn't recording the background because I didn't expect anything. So
yeah, same.
I don't know if it's fine to verify a run like this, because I don't know if like the audio was on my run the whole time as well. So I'm not sure. I mean,
yeah, we'll have to look back at the video as well to see. There were a couple issues at the beginning with some syncing, so we'll see whether they were able to
with my timer, right?
yeah, But either way, we'll look at that off
Yeah.
stream.
Sure.
I think we can wrap this up.
Yep. So
Right.
you're fighting Stretch next. On round 2 for next
All right.
time. So we gotta set up a date for
GG.
that.
I'm gonna do that.
I'm so sweating now after this race. Oh my god. What a pace, Zui. Like this is
Yeah.
good way to put the whole rest of the runners on notice. Giving out a performance like that. So
Everybody was like,
GG's.
if Zui's PB gets any faster, I'm gonna be a little afraid. And Zui was like, I can do that.
Yeah. Big GG's.
Say less.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
All right. Thank you so much, everyone, for watching.
Yeah,
That's it
thanks
for
for
this.
thanks for the comments and for the hosting and stuff.
Yeah, thanks for hosting. Super appreciate
Yeah.
you guys.
And thank you, Team Green Gaming, for allowing us to stream the tournament to their channel.
Sure.
Before we go, can we ask if Happy and Zui want to shout out their streams or their Twitters or anything?
Yeah, good
to
point.
plug
Yeah.
yourselves.
Sure. I do a lot of Desktop speedruns on my Twitch channel. Just like twitch.tv/zuiivel, like you see it on the screen. Yeah. And I guess I have Twitter as well if you want to follow that. I don't know. Same name.
Happy, anything you want to shout out?
Mostly run Bird Game, twitch.tv/happybythree. Or I'm on Twitter at Bosch Likes Books, BOSCH likes books, because I'm Bosch and I like books. You never guess it, right? So yeah, do that.
Yep. All right. Catch you guys later.
you
Thank you
later.
so much for joining in. I'm not sure when the next race will be, but if you join the Death Store Discord, we'll probably make an announcement. I'll post a schedule. All right. That's it for us.
Been real.
Yeah.
Thanks everyone for